And
Are you talking about Carl Limbrick?
Those dogs, D-O-G-G.
Let them dogs eat. Let's
Yes,
go.
sirree. Let us go. Jasper hosting Vider. Look, we know these teams can light it up, but listen to this. The Bulldogs have averaged 54 points over the past 2 games. Can they drop another 50? Let's see. Jasper is going to hop here on the board early. That's going to be Andre Thomas from 24 yards out. He takes it to the house. Bulldogs up 7-0. But here come Jeff Matthews and those Vider Pirates. Trenton Kahn.
Slot Team Mafia?
Slot Team Mafia, man.
Slot Team
Vider's
Mafia.
been doing good themselves. Slot Team Mafia. Trenton Kahn here is going to punch it all the way in. Unfortunately, the Pirates, so they couldn't connect on that 2-point conversion, so it is now 7-6 Jasper. However, Trayshawn Adams is going to look and find Micah Pickering, who makes a nice sideline catch to extend the drive. However, those Vider Pirates are going to find a way to stop Carl Limbrick, who is a man amongst boys at the goal line. But here on 4th and goal, Adams is going to look and not find his man. What a pick by Vider. It is still 7-6 Jasper. Later in the second, though, Andre Thomas turns a blown play into a huge first down. And here is our man. Look, Carl Limbrick. This guy with the past 2 games has rushed for over 500 yards and 10 touchdowns. He takes it 35 yards to the house. It is 13-6 Bulldogs. Thomas gets the 2-point conversion. It is now 15-6 Jasper as we go to the final score. Jasper doesn't put up 50, but they're about 20 points closer, though. You know, Jasper, number 5 in the state, 30-19 over those Vider Pirates.
Let's point that out. Vider taking on the number 5 team in the state.
Yes.
That tells you something right there. The Pirates
Those
looking
Vider
pretty
Pirates
darn
are
good this
looking
year.
really good.
How about those Kelly